HarlequinAudio is proud to bring you Double Play by B.J. Daniels, a Harlequin bestsellers novel. Performed by Abby Craden. Ambushed. Chapter 1. Tuesday. Outside Antelope Flats, Montana. The abandoned barn loomed out of the rain-soaked landscape. The roof partially gone. A gaping black hole where the doors had once been. Sheriff Cash McCall pulled his patrol car up next to Humphrey's pickup. Through the blurred thumping of the wipers, Cash could see Humphrey Perkins behind the steering wheel, waiting. Cash cut the engine and listened to the steady drum of the rain on the patrol car roof, not anxious to go inside that barn. Hadn't he known? Hadn't he always known? Steeling himself, he pulled up the hood on his raincoat and stepped out of the patrol car. Humphrey didn't move, just watched as Cash walked past his pickup toward the barn. 5 minutes ago, Humphrey had called him. "I found something, Cash." The old farmer had sounded scared, as if wishing someone else was making this call. That someone else had found what had been hidden in the barn. "You know the old Craden homestead on the north side of the lake?" Everyone knew the place. The land had been tied up in a family estate for years. The dilapidated house boarded up, the barn falling down. There were no trespassing signs posted all around the property, but Humphrey owned the land to the north and had always cut through the Craden place to fish. Seemed that hadn't changed. "I noticed one of the barn doors had fallen off," Humphrey had said on the phone, voice cracking. "I think you'd better come out here and take a look. It looks like there's a car in there." Cash stepped from the rain into the cold darkness of the barn. The shape under the large faded canvas tarp was obviously a car. He could see one of the tires. It was flat. He stood, listening to the rain falling through the hole in the roof patter on the tarp. Clearly the car had been there for a long time. Years. Wind lifted one corner of the canvas, and he saw the back bumper. The Montana State University parking sticker and part of the license plate, MT6-431. The wind dropped the tattered edge of the tarp, but Cash had seen enough of the plate to know it was the one a statewide search hadn't turned up 7 years ago. He'd been praying it wasn't her car. Not the little red sports car she'd been anxiously awaiting to be delivered. "When I get my car, I'll take you for a ride," she'd said, flirting with him from the first time he'd met her. How many times over the years since she disappeared had he heard those words echo in his head? "I'll take you for a ride." He closed his eyes, taking in huge gulps of the rank-smelling barn air. Her car had been within 5 miles of Antelope Flats all these years, right under their noses. The search had centered around Bozeman, where she was last seen. Later, even when it had gone statewide, there wasn't enough manpower to search every old barn or building, especially in the remote southeastern part of the state. He tried to breathe. She'd been almost within sight of town, so close all these years. Cash opened his eyes, scrubbed at them with the heel of his hand, each breath a labor. He turned away and saw Humphrey's huge bulk silhouetted in the barn door. The hood of his dark raincoat pulled up, his arms dangling loose at his sides. "It's her car, isn't it?" Humphrey said from the doorway. Cash didn't answer. Couldn't. Swallowing back the bile that rose in his throat, he walked through the pouring rain to his patrol car for his camera. He knew he should call for forensics and the state investigators to come down from Billings.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?